All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. We're doing our third game tonight. It'll be the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. The Bengals come in at 3-5. The Texans come in at 2-6. Both teams looking to get a win to get back in the AFC playoff picture. This is an AFC Central matchup. Evil Dead is now 81-51 on the season. Viking Skywalker is now 29-25. Evil Dead is still 30 games over 500. Cowboys improbable win on that last game. I had already put the final score down and updated the standings. I had to redo it because the Cowboys won at the last second. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Let's head out to Houston, Texas for this one here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into NRG Stadium, Houston, Texas. It's the Bengals and the Texans. Welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. We're all in shock. Viking Skywalker, I can't get over that last game. Cowboys stole one from Philadelphia. Eagles gave it away at the end. Evil Dead's got the Bengals. They didn't want Misty to be mad, is what she said. Evil Dead has the Bengals in this one. Let's see who Viking takes. The Texans will get the ball first. We're underway. Live from Houston. From the 5-yard line on the return, number 82, Cam Robinson, brings it out to the 23-yard line. Viking Skywalker also taking the Bengals. And Misty's taking Houston. Starting quarterback, Davis Warren, the second-year quarterback out of Michigan. Starting quarterback for the Houston Texans. The Bengals at 3-5, Houston at 2-6. Both these teams have been struggling this season. Houston won opening day against the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals' only loss. And then Houston proceeded to lose 6 in a row before they finally won last week. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Warren looking. Warren rolls out, and Warren slides at the 26-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Actually, Houston lost 5 in a row before they won in week 7. On 2nd and 7 from the 26-yard line, Warren under center. Warren fakes the handoff. Warren rolls out, throws near side, and caught by Jake Barker, the second-year tight end out of Texas. A gain of 6 to the 32-yard line, but 3rd and 1. Yeah, Houston beat Pittsburgh in week 7 to end a 5-game slide. And then Houston last week lost to Cleveland in a game they almost came from behind and won. 3rd and 1 from the 32-yard line for the Texans. Warren back. Warren throws and caught for the first down. Sean Morris, the rookie tight end out of Fresno State. 5 yards to the 37-yard line. First down, Houston. Tackle made by Logan Harris, the linebacker, in his 3rd year out of Texas Tech. 1st and 10, Houston, 4 wide at their own 37. Warren back to throw. Dumps it off. Coming across. Donovan Aaron down the sideline. Aaron all the way down to the 36-yard line. 27 yards. Donovan Aaron down to the Bengal 36. Aaron, the 6th-year receiver out of Southern Miss. In Houston, their opening drive, they're doing pretty well. 1st and 10 down to the Bengal 36-yard line. Texans come out in the eye. Warren under center. Warren to Henderson, and Travion Henderson picks up 3 to the 33-yard line and bring up 2nd and 7. Henderson in his second year out of Ohio State. 2nd and 7 for the Texans at the Bengal 33-yard line. Texans come out 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back, throws, and caught. Donovan Aaron again down to the 25-yard line. And that'll be a Houston first down, a gain of 8. Nice opening drive by the Texans so far. 4 wide for Houston. Warren in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the Bengal 25. Warren looking, throws outside and caught. Making the catch, number 80, Sean Morris. Just a 2-yard gain to the 24-yard line, bring up 2nd and 8. 5:15 and counting here in the first quarter. Opening possession. Texans driving down the field. Warren in the shotgun on 2nd and 8. Warren draws back. Warren looking, throws down the middle and caught. Great catch by Jake Barker, the tight end, in his second year out of Texas. A gain of 16 down to the 8-yard line. The linebacker covering him, Logan Harris, he didn't look back for the football. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. 4 wide for Houston. Warren in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws quickly. Caught by Donovan Aaron down to the 1-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. The Texans just matriculating the ball down the field. 4:20 and counting. Great opening drive so far. 4 wide. Warren under center. Warren looking. Warren throws. And he misfired. He was looking for Xavier Hayes. He threw off to the side. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 1. Houston comes out. Everybody in tight in the offset eye. Yeah, Clyde. They hand off to the fullback. That's Sam Gash, and he does not get in. The Bengals defense is right there. Gash in his 17th year out of Alabama. He is the longest tenured non-kicker in the league. And the Texans will have to settle for 3 unless they want to go for it here. They're going to kick the field goal. Dylan Lance from 18 yards. Articulating. The kick is up, and it's good. And the Texans salvage a field goal out of that drive. They take a 3-0 lead. Live from NRG Stadium, Houston, Texas, Week 9, here at Jammin' Sports. The 3-5 Bengals, the 2-6 Texans. We're all still in shock. The Cowboys' 21-20 win over the Eagles. That came out of nowhere. And now Dylan Lance will kick off from the 5 on the return for the Bengals. Number 81, Ryder Hicks, out to the 29-yard line. Hicks, the rookie out of Oregon. And now the starting quarterback, the former Giant, William Rogers, in his 9th year out of South Carolina. He spent 8 years with the Giants. He was a free agent. He signed with the Bengals during the offseason. I bet he's wishing he was still on the Giants. Giants are 8-1. The Bengals are 3-5 and struggling mightily. I know the Bengals host Pittsburgh next week. I know that much. I forget who Houston plays. 4 wide, 1st and 10 from the 29. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers hands off to Eric Granger up the middle, and Granger to the 35, a gain of 7. The 5th year back out of UCLA, Eric Granger. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. Yeah, they really do. That was just stupid. Houston's at the Rams next week, so there we go. 2nd and 3 from the 35-yard line. Rodgers hands off to Granger around the outside, and Granger down the sideline. Granger all the way out to the 43. A gain of, as he crosses midfield, a gain of 22 yards for Eric Granger to the Houston 43-yard line. Bengals on the move. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the first quarter. So tomorrow we will have the Ravens and the Jets at 8 o'clock as we start the late afternoon games. 1st and 10 from the 43. They throw underneath and caught by Ryder Hicks to the 37-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. This game right here is the last of the early afternoon games in Week 9. We'll have at least 2 games tomorrow. It'll be the Ravens and the Jets, followed by Green Bay at Tampa Bay. On 2nd and 5, they hand off to Granger. Granger breaking tackles, reverses field, and picks up a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Tackle made by number 56, or number 58, excuse me, Zach Martin, the 8th-year linebacker out of Montana. 3rd and 4 for the Bengals at the Houston 37. 4 wide. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers looking. Throws near side and caught by Isaac Curtis, but his momentum took him out of bounds. A 3-yard gain. It'll be 4th and 1 at the Houston 34. Curtis in his 9th year out of the University of Washington. Let's see if the Bengals go for it. They will. 4 wide on 4th and 1. Rodgers in the gun. Rodgers to Granger. And Granger gets hit in the backfield and does not get the first down. Quentin Terrell, the 4th-year linebacker out of Temple, comes up and makes a nice stick. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Texans will take over. And the Houston offense will come back out. They lead it 3-0. Davis Warren will come back out to lead the offense. 1st and 10 for the Texans at their own 35. The Bengals went for it on 4th down, did not get it. 1:42 left in the first quarter. Houston comes out. Warren in the shotgun, a back on the other side. 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff. Warren looking. Warren throws outside and just heaves it. Incomplete. Threw it away. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. Our 3rd game this evening. Vikings beat the Lions 31-20, and Dallas came from behind to beat Philadelphia 21-20. 2nd and 10 from the 35, 4 wide. Warren looking. Warren throws. Incomplete. It hits a linebacker, number 58, DeMarlo Banks, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Temple. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Houston at their own 35-yard line. 1:33 left to play here in the first quarter. Everybody in tight on 3rd down. Warren draws back. Warren looking. Warren is going to take off. And Warren gets the first down out to the 47-yard line, a gain of 12. 2nd-year quarterback out of Michigan takes off and gets the first down for Houston. Tackle finally made by the linebacker, Jerome Charles, in his 2nd year out of Tennessee State. 1st and 10, Houston, from their own 47, 4 wide. Warren back. Warren throws near side and caught by Donovan Aaron. No, that's number 86. Xavier Hayes down to the 38-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 15 yards and a Houston first down. Xavier Hayes in his 6th year out of Arizona State. Trayon Taylor finally made the tackle. In his 6th year out of Connecticut. 1st and 10, 4 wide for the Texans at the Cincinnati 38. In motion is Morris. They hand off to Henderson around the outside, and Travion Henderson to the 33. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Making the tackle, Henry Jackson, the 4th-year defensive back out of Texas. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Houston on the move. 2nd and 5 from the Bengal 33-yard line. 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren to Henderson. And Henderson, no gain. As he gets back to the line of scrimmage, it'll be 3rd and 5. And that's, I think, is going to do it for the first quarter as the clock is winding down. At the end of one, Texans lead at 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to NRG Stadium, Houston, Texas. We go to the second quarter. 3rd and 5 for the Texans from the Bengal 33. Warren under center, 4 wide. Warren back. Warren throws wide open down the sideline. Sean Morris to the 9-yard line. A gain of 24 yards. The rookie out of Fresno State. 1st and goal, Houston from the Bengal 9. We're still waiting for Cincinnati to show up, especially on defense. 1st and goal from the 9. The Texans had to settle for 3 last time. 3 wide to the near side. Warren in the shotgun. 1st and goal. Warren looking. Warren throws underneath and caught by Xavier Hayes down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3. .17 left in the first half. Texans up 3-0. 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. 2nd and goal. Warren throws quickly. Caught. Touchdown. Xavier Hayes. A 3-yard touchdown catch. And the Texans go up 9-0. Texans are going to run the table. Finish 10-6. I'm just being funny. Probably not. And now Dylan Lance will come on for the extra point. Texans up by 2 scores now, as Lance will come on for the PAT. Snap, kick is up. And good. Houston up 10-0. Live from NRG Stadium, Houston, Texas, Week 9, here at Jammin' Sports. 7:07 left here in the first half. The 3rd game of our triple header here tonight. And now Lance will tee it up. We'll have at least a doubleheader tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be the Ravens and the Jets, and that'll be followed by the Packers and the Bucks. There's the kickoff. From the 8-yard line on the return this time, Ryder Hicks brings it out to the 27-yard line. And that's where Cincinnati will have it. Down 10-0 with 7:02 left in the first half. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead and Viking Skywalker here on this Tuesday night. We got time to get a 3rd game in, so we're going to do it. 1st and 10 from the 27. Bengals come out. 2 backs in the backfield. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers fakes the handoff, throws, and caught on the run. That's Marcus Rose down the sideline all the way down to the 30-yard line. 43 yards to Marcus Rose. The 6th-year back out of Washington caught the ball out of the backfield, and he was almost off to the races. Very nearly scored. They finally caught up to him, though. Zach Martin, the linebacker, showing some speed. Caught up to him, made the tackle. 1st and 10 Bengals from the Houston 30. Bengals trying to get back in the game. 4 wide, Rodgers in the gun. In motion is Austin, the tight end. Rodgers throws. Caught by Nick Austin down to the 23-yard line. The 12th-year tight end out of Texas. Homecoming for him today. A gain of 7. down to the Houston 23-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Bengals. Everybody in tight for Cincinnati. Rodgers under center. Rodgers fakes the handoff, throws, dumps it outside. Caught by Nick Petty, the third-year tight end out of Michigan State. No gain. He's tackled by Terrell. Quentin Terrell, the linebacker. It'll be 3rd and 3 for Cincinnati from the Houston 23-yard line. 6 minutes left in the half. Rodgers in the gun. Rodgers hands off to Granger. And Granger is going to be a yard shy. He only picks up 2. Coming up to make the tackle, Xavier Morgan, the 4th-year defensive back out of Western Carolina. It'll be 4th and 1. I bet you the Bengals go for it. They are. On 4th and 1 from the Houston 21. They come out in the I formation. Rodgers to the up back. That's Bryce Curry. And Curry picks up 2 to the 19-yard line. And that'll be a Bengal first down. Bryce Curry in his 8th year out of Tennessee. 1st and 10, Cincinnati at the Houston 19-yard line, 5 wide. Rodgers in the shotgun, empty backfield. Mosley in motion. Rodgers throws, caught by Ryder Hicks down to the 10-yard line, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. And we have an injury timeout. An offensive lineman got shaken up. That's number 78, Carl Sims, the right tackle. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Bengals at the Houston 10. 4:59 left in the half. Bengals trying to get back in this game. They're down 10-0. Everybody in tight for Cincinnati. Rodgers in the shotgun, 2nd and 1. Austin in motion. Rodgers throws, caught by Isaac Curtis down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 to be 1st and goal from the 3. And Zach Martin comes up and makes the tackle. 1st and goal Bengals at the Houston 3. Evil Dead, Viking Skywalker hoping the Bengals can score here. They both took Cincinnati in this one. Again, everybody in tight. Rodgers under center. Rodgers hands off to Granger. Touchdown, Bengals. Eric Granger, the 5th-year back out of UCLA. A 3-yard touchdown run. And it's now 10-6 Houston. Nothing fancy there. Just off tackle. And now Luke Jones, the 12th-year kicker out of Miami, will come on for the extra point. Jones for the PAT. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Houston's lead is now 10-7 with 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Live from NRG Stadium, Houston, Texas. Week number 9 here at Jammin' Sports. Bengals will kick off. Houston with a chance to make it a 2-score game again on this drive. AFC Central matchup, their first meeting of the season. There's the kick by Jones. From the 3-yard line on the return for Houston. This is Cam Robinson out to the 25. And that's where the Texans will have it, 1st and 10. .426 left to play here in the first half. Houston plays at the Rams next week. And Cincinnati will host the Steelers next week. 1st and 10 from the 25, 4 wide. Warren under center. Warren drops back. Warren throws and incomplete. He was looking for Donovan Aaron, incomplete. Broken up by Henry Jackson, the defensive back. 2nd and 10 for the Texans at their own 25. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Warren throws down the middle. Caught by Xavier Hayes out to the 41. A gain of 16 yards. And now DJ Welsh, the wide receiver, got shaken up. Probably got rolled over. He goes to the sideline holding his ankle. 1st and 10, Houston from their own 41. Clock stops on the injury timeout. 4:18 left in the half. First and 10 from the 41 in the I formation. Warren under center. Warren fakes the handoff. Warren throws outside to Henderson. Turns upfield. No, he steps out of bounds. He made his cut. He stepped out of bounds. A 1-yard gain. It'd be 2nd and 9 from the 42. 4:13 left in the first half. On 2nd and 9. 5 receivers wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back. Throws quickly. Caught by Xavier Hayes to the 47-yard line. As they cross midfield. A gain of 11. First down, Houston to the Bengal 47-yard line. 3:48 and counting. Houston comes out 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Warren fakes the handoff. Warren looking. He's going to take off. And Warren gets taken down after a 1-yard gain by the linebacker, Kevin Wilson, in his 7th year out of Maryland. And that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Clock is moving. 3:22 and counting here in the first half. On 2nd and 9, 4 receivers set wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren to Henderson up the middle, and Travion Henderson, a big gain inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 19 yards for Travion Henderson. First down, Houston. Coming up to make the tackle, Mario Smith, the 10th-year safety out of Wisconsin. 3 minutes left here in the first half. Clock is moving. 1st and 10, Houston to the Bengal 27-yard line. Houston trying to make it a 2-score game again. Everybody in tight on first down. Warren draws back. Throws down the middle. Caught wide open. Sean Morris down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 21. 1st and goal, Texans at the Bengal 6. I mean, he was wide open. 2.5 minutes left. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Texans come out. Everybody in tight. Warren under center. Single back. Warren to Henderson. Tries to get outside, and he gets taken down at the 7. A 1-yard loss. The linebacker, Jerome Charles, comes in and makes the tackle. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 7. But that will take us to the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Live from NRG Stadium, Houston, Texas. Texans lead at 10-7. 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. Warren in the shotgun. Back on either side. Warren looking. Warren throws near side. Caught by Henderson. He's forced out of bounds for no gain. Mario Smith came over and made the tackle for the Bengals. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. .156 left in the half. 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren fakes the handoff. Warren going to take off. And Warren down at the 1-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 4th and goal. He very nearly got in. Let's see if the Texans go for it. 4th and goal from the 1. You're 2 and 6. You might as well. Nope, they're going to go for the field goal. Dylan Lance from 18 yards, a chip shot. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Texans up by 6 now, 13-7. Live from NRG Stadium, Houston, Texas. Week 9 here at Jammin' Sports. The 3-5 Bengals, the 2-6 Texans. 1:47 left in the half. The Bengals still have 2 timeouts. If they can drive down the field, they can take the lead before halftime if they can get a touchdown. Lance will kick off. From the 5 on the return. Trying to pick up the number here. That's number 26 on the return. That's Darius Odom, the rookie out of Illinois. Brings it out to the 30-yard line, and that's where the Bengals will have it, 1st and 10. 1:43 left. Bengals still with 2 timeouts. Who gets the ball first in the second half? I think the Bengals do. No, Houston kicked on. Houston does. 1st and 10 from the 30. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers back. Rodgers throws. A gain of 6 by Marcus Rose. Actually, no, the Texans got a field goal on the opening drive. The Bengals get the second half kickoff. 1:25 and counting. Bengals in the no-huddle offense, 4 wide. Rodgers back. Rodgers throws, dumps it off to Ryder Hicks to the 39-yard line, a gain of 3. Clock is moving, 1:10 and counting. Bengals holding on to the 2 timeouts. Down to a minute. Third and 1 from their own 39. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers throws near side, caught by Ryder Hicks out to the 47. That'll be a gain of 8 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati. They take a timeout with 52 seconds left. They have 1 timeout left here in the first half. They're at their own 47-yard line. At the very least, you would think the Bengals should be able to get a field goal out of this. 4 wide. Rodgers in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Rodgers drops back. Rodgers looking. Throws deep. And it's incomplete. Oh, the receiver, Ryder Hicks, took a shot from 22. Kevin Potter, the 5th-year safety out of Washington. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line. I mean, he took a shot. 4 wide for the Bengals. Rodgers in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Rodgers back. Throws, caught underneath by Nick Austin, down to the 47, a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 3. The Bengals take a timeout with 41 seconds left. They have it at the Houston 47-yard line. Can the Bengals get some points before halftime? Get a twofer because they get the ball first in the second half. Everybody in tight on 3rd and 3. Rodgers under center. Rodgers back to throw. Rodgers throws underneath, and he dropped it. And that may be a good thing. Eric Granger couldn't catch it. It'll be 4th down. If I'm Cincinnati, I'm going for it. Try to get field goal range. They'll punt. Mark Erickson back to punt on 4th and 3. Erickson will get the punt away. Oh, look at that. Out at the 1-yard line. What a punt by Mark Erickson, the 12th-year punter out of Alabama A&M. Now the Texans have to worry about a safety before halftime. 31 seconds left. Houston will start from their own 1-yard line. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead and Viking Skywalker here this evening. 1st and 10 from the 1. Everybody in tight. Single back. Warren hands off to Henderson. Henderson, a little breathing room. Out to the 5-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. Make it a 5-yard game. He's 2nd and 5. Houston's going to let the clock run out They have no interest to call the timeout here. They'll go to the locker room up 13-7. Do they have to snap the ball? They will. Warren back, throws, caught, out of bounds. Halftime score, Houston 13, Cincinnati 7, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to NRG Stadium, Houston, Texas. We go to the third quarter. The Texans lead the Bengals 13-7. The Bengals will get the second half kickoff, down by 6. A chance for Cincinnati to take the lead. Dylan Lance will kick off for Houston. It'll be fielded at the 3-yard line, bringing it back. Trying to pick up the number there. That's number 26 for the Bengals, Darius Odom, out to the 28-yard line. First and 10, Bengals. We're on a little bit late tonight. We have a third game. It's past 11 Eastern. We thank you for hanging with us on the East Coast. 5 wide, empty backfield. Rodgers in the shotgun, first and 10. Rodgers looking. Rodgers rolls out, throws it away. Incomplete. It'll be second and 10 from the 28-yard line. When we're on late, though, it's a better chance to get those on the West Coast to come watch. It's 8:17 on the West Coast. 4 wide, second and 10 from the 28-yard line. Rodgers in the gun. Rodgers looking. Throws and caught. Nick Austin down the sideline, the big tight end, out to the 48-yard line. 24 yards to the Texan 48-yard line. The 12th year tight end out of Texas, a homecoming for him. In fact, Austin played for the Texans for a while. This game is the only reason I'm still up. I know that both Viking, Skywalker, and Evil Dead are on the East Coast. I'm in the Central Time Zone here in Nashville. First and 10 from the 48, 4 wide. Rodgers in the gun. Rodgers back. Throws. Caught by Austin to the 41. A gain of 7. It'll be second and 3. As we're coming up on 7 minutes left in the third quarter, Houston up by 6. Bengals on the move. From the Houston 41-yard line, Rodgers under center. Rodgers to Granger. And Eric Granger plowing forward down to the 39-yard line, a gain of 2. It'll be third and 1. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, Ravens-Jets, followed by Packers-Buccaneers. We hope you join us tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. Third and 1 from the 39-yard line. Rodgers in the gun. Rodgers back. Throws near side. Caught by Nick Austin. Out to the 31-yard line. A gain of 8. And that'll be enough for a first down. The reason we start at 8 o'clock Eastern during the week, I work until 7 Eastern. 6 my time. And then I have to come home, eat and everything. And by the time, and sometimes I'm jumping through my butt to be on at 8 Eastern. First and 10 from the 31-yard line. Rodgers throws down the middle. And it's caught by Ryder Hicks, the rookie out of Oregon. A gain of 9. It'll be second and inches from the 21-yard line. Rodgers in the shotgun, a back on either side. Rodgers fakes the handoff, throws, caught by Bryce Curry, the fullback, down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 5 yards, and that'll be a Cincinnati first down. Bengals getting their tight end involved, or their fullback involved. 1st and 10, Bengals at the Texans 16-yard line, down to 5:10 and counting. Everybody in tight. Rogers in the gun. Austin in motion. Rogers throws and caught by Ryder Hicks down to the 10. A gain of 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4. Bengals on the move, trying to take the lead for the first time if they can. 2nd and 4 from the Texan 10-yard line. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Rogers in the shotgun. Austin in motion once again. Rogers throws to Austin. One-handed catch. He had to reach back for it. 8 yards down to the 2-yard line. First down Bengals will be 1st and goal from the 2. He reached back and caught it with one hand. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Bengals, everybody in tight once again. Rogers under center, single back. Rogers to Granger. And down to the 1. He didn't quite get in. Zach Martin on the tackle, the linebacker. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. A 1-yard gain. I thought he got in. Down to 3:48 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Everybody in tight once again in the I formation. Rogers under center. Rogers to Granger. Trying to get outside. And does he get in? Yes. On second effort, he's in for the touchdown. Eric Granger, I mean, he would not be denied. He got hit and hit again, and he's still, I'm getting in there. Touchdown. Bengals. Viking Skywalker. Hooday. And the Bengals have tied it up. And now Luke Jones will come on for the extra point. Nice drive by Cincinnati. And this extra point will give the Bengals their first lead of the game. Kick is up. And it's good. Bengals lead at 14-13. 3:37 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Live from NRG Stadium, Houston, Texas. Week 9 here at Jammin' Sports. The Bengals at 3-5. The Texans at 2-6. I've noticed we don't get a whole lot of viewers on the West Coast that watches. Not many. I think it's because of the time difference. From the 7-yard line, on the return, number 82, that's Cam Robinson, brings it out to the 26-yard line. First down, Houston. If we do get any West Coasters, it's usually on the weekends when we start earlier. Because when we start at 8 Eastern, it's still 5 Pacific. Some people aren't off work yet. Time zones. Love them or hate them. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Warren in the shotgun. Warren back. Warren throws outside to the fullback, Sam Gash. And Gash is going to lose 4 yards back to the 23-yard line. Mario Smith, the safety, comes up and makes a nice tackle. That play didn't work. It'll be 2nd and 14 back at the 23. Evil Dead and Viking Skywalker happy that the Bengals are winning. On 2nd and 14, Warren in the gun, 4 wide. Warren back. Throws near side and at the foot of Donovan Aaron, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 14. That'll stop the clock. 3:05 left in the 3rd quarter. 4 wide for the Texans. Warren in the shotgun. 3rd and 14. Warren draws back. Warren looking. Throws deep downfield, and it's intercepted. Coming back with it. This is Henry Jackson for the Bengals. Brings it back to the 41-yard line. The 4th-year defensive back out of Texas. Homecoming for him, and he gets a pick. And now the Bengals, who are already up 14-13 with a chance now to extend their lead. They were looking for Donovan Aaron, and Jackson just jumped in front of him and picked it off. And now William Rogers, quarterback, will come back out. 1st and 10 for the Bengals at the Houston 41. Let's see if they can capitalize on this. Texans ain't winning again. Rogers in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Empty backfield now as Granger goes in motion. Rogers looking, throws, and caught by Kedrick Mosley down the sideline. Mosley down to the 13-yard line, a gain of 18 yards. Gain of 28 yards, excuse me. Kedrick Mosley, the 10th-year receiver out of Eastern Washington. First down, Bengals at the Houston 13. I think Cincinnati might pull away here. On 1st and 10. 5 wide, empty backfield. Rogers in the shotgun, back to throw. Throws down the middle, caught, touchdown. Nick Austin, the tight end, a 13-yard catch for the touchdown. And the Bengals go up 20-13 with the extra point to come. They do capitalize off the turnover and get a touchdown. That makes Evil Dead and Vikings Skywalker happy. I've had my fill of teams from Texas today. I hear you. I'm still in shock over that Cowboy win. I had updated my standings and everything. I had to go back in there and change it. Luke Jones for the extra point. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. And the Bengals lead it now 21-13, an 8-point lead for Cincinnati with 2:26 left here in the third quarter. We still have a lot of time left in this one. Plenty of time for Houston to come back. Texans aren't winning another game. What are you trying to say there, Viking? Don't beat around the bush. There's the kick. From the 7-yard line on the return, Cam Robinson brings it out to the 28, and that's where the Texans will have it. 1st and 10, now down by 8. 2:22 left here in the third quarter. Davis Warren will come back out to lead the offense. Ravens, Jets, Packers, Bucks tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And Evil Dead will be with us tomorrow on a Wednesday. We were going to hold the game over, but we'll go ahead and play it tomorrow since he's available. In the offset, actually, 2 backs in the backfield. Warren in the shotgun. Hands off to Henderson. And Henderson a yard to the 29. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Jets have to win to keep pace with the Dolphins. The Dolphins hammered the Patriots earlier this week. 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. 2nd and 9. Warren draws back. Warren throws deep downfield. Incomplete. Nice play by Henry Jackson once again. They were looking for Donovan Aaron. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Texans at their own 29-yard line. You're sick of that state right now? Texans come out 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. 3rd and 9. Warren looking. Warren throws. Caught under. Oh, it's dropped. Henderson drops it. He was looking to take off before he caught it. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the Texans will have to punt on 4th and 9. Well, let's put a team in San Antonio and see how they do. Justin Polk back to punt. Gets the punt away. From the 20-yard line on the return. Trying to figure out who that is. I think that's Smith on the return. It is. Rogers will come back out. 1st and 10 Bengals at their own 23-yard line. You know why San Antonio will never get a NFL team, don't you? Jerry Jones won't allow it. He considers San Antonio Dallas country. Cowboy country. He says he'll fight tooth and nail to make sure they don't get a team. 1st and 10 from the 23. Rogers throws and caught by Isaac Curtis to the 30-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Another reason to hate Jerry Jones. If I didn't have enough reasons. 2nd and 3 from the 30-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Rogers in the shotgun on 2nd down. Rogers drops back, throws, and caught by Nick Austin out to the 38. A gain of 8, and that'll be a Bengals 1st down. Third quarter winding down. We're down to 50 seconds. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Rogers in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Rogers drops back. Rogers throws. Caught by Granger, who gets spun around and taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This play coming up could be the last play of the third quarter. 4 wide for Cincinnati. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers back. Throws deep down the sideline. Oh, incomplete. Looking for Curtis. It was broken up by Xavier Morgan, the 4th-year defensive back out of Western Carolina. 15 seconds. 3rd and 4 from the 44-yard line. 4 wide. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers back to throw. Throws and caught by Ryder Hicks down to the 45-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of 11. And that'll be a Bengal 1st down. And that might do it for the third quarter. The clock will start running here soon. Yep, there it is. Will they get the playoff in time? 1st and 10 from the Texan 45-yard line. They do. And they throw a pass to Granger down to the 36, a gain of 9. At the end of 3, Bengals lead at 21-13 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to NRG Stadium, Houston, Texas. We go to the fourth quarter. Bengals up 21-13, and the Bengals are on the move. 2nd and 1 at the Houston 36. Bengals looking to make this a 2-score game. 2nd and 1 from the Houston 36-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Rogers under center. Calling it audible. Rogers looking. Rogers is going to get sacked back at the 45. A loss of 9. On the sack, Mark Potts, the 3rd-year defensive tackle out of South Florida. A loss of 9. It'll be 3rd and 10 back at the 45. That takes the Bengals out of field goal range. And Cincinnati faces a 3rd and 10. 3 receivers to the far side. Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers fakes the handoff inside. Throws, and it's picked off. Down the sideline comes number 24. That's Prince Branch, the rookie out of Oklahoma State. And just when you think the Bengals were going to go up by 2 scores, Rogers throws a pick, and Branch returns it into Bengal territory. They were looking for Nick Austin. And the rookie with a pick. And now Davis Warren will come back out to lead the Houston offense. A chance now for Houston to tie this up. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. They have it at the Bengal 43-yard line. Plenty of time. 7:27 left in regulation. I wish the Cardinals had never left St. Louis, to be honest with you. Then the Rams would have never left L.A. to begin with. 1st and 10. Warren looking. Warren. He's going to take off, and Warren around the outside, down the sideline, and Davis Warren down to the 31-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Houston. Yeah, if the Cardinals don't go to Arizona, the Rams don't move. It's a whole domino effect. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line, 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun. Warren looking. Warren throws deep, and it's knocked away at the last second by Trayon Taylor, the 6th-year safety out of Connecticut. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Texans at the Bengal 31-yard line. Nice play by Taylor. 7:04 left. 4 wide. Warren in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Warren draws back. Warren throws and caught on the sideline by Donovan Aaron. He steps out of bounds at the 24, a gain of 8. And that stops the clock with 7 minutes exactly left. 3rd and 2 for Houston at the Bengal 24-yard line. Clock now runs. Everybody in tight, but 4 wide. Warren under center. Warren draws back, throws, and caught. Touchdown, Donovan Aaron. A 24-yard touchdown catch by the 6th-year receiver out of Southern Miss. And now Houston has pulled to within 2. It's now 21-19. The Texans will go for 2 to try to tie this one up. Houston comes on for the 2-point try. Everybody in tight, just a single receiver wide. Warren under center. Warren draws back. Warren gets flushed out of the pocket. He's got to do something. He gets sacked. And the 2-point try is no good. Sack made by number 58, DeMarlo Banks, the linebacker, in his 2nd year out of Temple. So it remains a 2-point lead for the Bengals, 21-19, with 6:45 left. And now Dylan Lance will kick off for Houston. Still down by 2. Still a lot of time left, 6:45. And there's the kick. From the 6-yard line on the return for the Bengals, this is Darius Odom out to the 30-yard line. The rookie out of Illinois. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Bengals. Still up by 2. They can make it a 2-score game if they get a touchdown. Look for Cincinnati to try to eat up some time here. Five receivers wide. Empty backfield for Rodgers on 1st and 10. Granger in motion. Rodgers draws back, throws to Granger in the flat, turns upfield, and Granger to the 36, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. 6.5 minutes and counting. Bengals up by 2. Four wide for the Bengals. Rodgers in the shotgun on 2nd down. Rodgers draws back. And Rodgers is going to take off across midfield inside the 40 and all the way down to the Houston 36-yard line. They go from the 36 to the 36. That's a 28-yard run by William Rodgers. First down, Bengals in the Texan territory. Run, Forrest, run. 5:50 left. Clock is moving. Everybody in tight for Cincinnati on 1st and 10. Rodgers under center. Rodgers to Granger, and Granger gets hit in the backfield. A loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and 13. Tackle made by number 96, Stephen Hunt, the third-year defensive tackle out of Hawaii. 2nd and 13 from the Houston 39. 4 receivers wide. Rogers in the gun. Rogers to Granger. And Granger to the 34. A gain of 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. Zach Martin on the tackle, the linebacker. We're coming up on 5 minutes left. Houston needs a stop. They need a turnover. Bengals in tight once again. 3rd and 8 from the 34-yard line. Rogers in the gun. Rogers looking. Rogers throws and incomplete. It'll be 4th down. He short hopped it, trying to get it out to Granger. Incomplete. Luke Jones will come on. This will be a 51-yard attempt. It'll put the Bengals up by 5. Luke Jones from 51. Snap, kick is up. And it's no good. He missed it wide left. It remains a 2-point ball game in favor of the Bengals. That keeps the door open for the Texans now. All they need is a field goal. And now the Houston offense will come back out. They'll have some pretty good field position. Some highlights or lowlights for Davis Warren. That's a highlight. And there's another highlight. The Texans can tie it up. Not happening again. Viking Skywalker says 4:43 left. Bengals up by 2. Four wide for the Texans. Warren in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Warren throws. Caught out of the backfield. That's Morris down to the 48-yard line. Sean Morris as they cross midfield. A gain of 11. To the Bengal 48-yard line. A Texan 1st down. Gets out of bounds. That stops the clock with 4:38 left. 4 wide again. Warren in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Warren draws back. Warren looking. He's going to take off again. And Warren slides at the 42, a gain of 7. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. Clock is moving. 4:24 and counting. Bengals up by 2. Houston comes out. Warren in the shotgun with a back on either side. Back to throw. Warren rolls out. Warren gets sacked back at the 50-yard line. A loss of 9. Tackle made by number 76, Nathan Langford, in his 11th year out of LSU, the defensive end. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Texans. Coming up on 4 minutes left to play in regulation. 3rd and 12 from midfield for Houston. Texans come out 5 wide, empty backfield for Warren. In the shotgun, 3rd and 12. Warren back. Warren throws deep downfield, incomplete. He overthrew his intended receiver. He was looking for Cam Robinson on the sideline, incomplete. It'll be 4th and 12. Do the Texans go for it or do they punt here? I bet you they punt, try to pin the Bengals deep with 3:40 left. Justin Polk back to punt, gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline, out of bounds at the 30. That was a 20-yard punt. He shanked that one. Bengals will start their own 30-yard line, 3:36 left, up by 2. If the Bengals get a touchdown, they can pretty much put this game away. First and 10, Cincinnati from their own 30-yard line, leading 21-19. 4 wide, Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers, they pitch to Granger. Tries to get outside. Nothing doing. Zach Martin on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard back to the 29-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 11. Clock continues to move. 3:30, 3:25 and counting. On 2nd down, 4 wide. Rogers in the shotgun. Under 3 minutes to play. Rogers takes the snap. Rogers looking, steps up. He's going to take off. And William Rogers out to the 38-yard line. That'll be a gain of 9. It'll be 3rd and 2. The Bengals are going to milk the clock as far as they can go here. They can milk it down to the 2-minute warning almost. Not quite. 4 wide. Rogers in the gun. 3rd and 2. Rogers hands off to Granger. Gets the first down across the 40 to the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Live from NRG Stadium, Houston, Texas. Week 9 here at Jammin' Sports. Bengals up 21-19. And now Houston will start using timeouts. 1st and 10, Bengals from their own 42. Rogers in the gun. Rogers to Granger. And Granger out to the 49, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Ray Thomas came up, made the tackle. Texans take a timeout. Thomas, the 9th-year safety out of Iowa. Houston with 2 timeouts left. It'll be 2nd and 3. Bengals come out 4 wide. Rogers in the gun. Rogers hands off to Granger. Gets the first down. That's huge. Down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 11. The Texans take a timeout. They only have 1 left. 1:52 left on the clock. The Bengals would go to 4 and 5, and the Texans would drop to 2 and 7 if this score holds up. Everybody in tight for the Bengals on 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Rogers hands off to Granger. And Granger to the 34, a gain of 6. The Texans take their final timeout. 1:49 left. The Texans can force a 4th down. They get the ball back with about 10 seconds left or less. Everybody in tight again for the Bengals on 2nd and 4 from the Houston 34-yard line. Rogers to Granger. And Granger to the 31. A gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 1. 1:40 in counting. The Bengals will milk it down as far as they can go here. On 3rd and 1 from the 31-yard line, Rogers under center. Rogers to Granger. And Granger close to the marker. He doesn't quite get it. About a half yard. It'll be 4th and inches. Cincinnati can kick a field goal here and make it a 5-point game. It'd be a 47-yard attempt by Luke Jones. It would force the Texans to score a touchdown. Jones from 47. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is no good. He missed it wide left again. Are you kidding me? And the window stays open for the Texans. All they need now is a field goal still. Down 21-19. Now the Texans are out of timeouts. But we saw Dallas the last game do this. 23 seconds. The Texans have to get in field goal range. They need about 30 to 35 yards. He's looking very familiar. Not quite the extreme that the Eagles tried a field goal, but still. First and 10. Warren in the gun. 23 seconds left. They got to pick up some yardage here. Warren rolls out, and Warren throws it away. Smart move. Second and 10. That stops the clock with 17 seconds left. All they have to do is get about 30, 35 yards, get out of bounds, and then kick a field goal. The Bengals should be up by 8. They should have made those 2 field goals. 4 wide, second and 10. Warren in the shotgun. Warren draws back, throws near side, and caught in bounds. Oh, they're going to run out of time. They're out of timeouts. I don't think they'll get back to the line of scrimmage in time, and that's going to be ball game. And the Bengals are going to hold on. Your final score, Cincinnati 21, Houston 19. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll be back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Good night, everybody.